One, please.
Yes, ma'am. Who can I speak to concerning the use of violence incident on June 27th or July 27th of this year?
Pardon me?
Who can I speak to? Who's your public information officer there?
What are you looking for, sir?
I have a question concerning the use of force incident on July 27th, 2022, in which...
hold on.
Yep.
Chief Odor, can I help you?
Yes. Hi, Chief. My name is John. I'm with the Audit Archives. We're a media aggregation company for data, and I'm working on a project. And I just listened to your press release concerning the use of force incident on the 27th of July.
Okay.
Ever since the judge's verdict on the odor of cannabis not being probable cause for searches, that happened in 2021. And I heard you say that the probable cause for pulling the car over was that, and I make sure I understand this correctly, your officers drove by in their squad car, by the car, and smelled an odor of burnt cannabis. Is that correct?
Well, first off, I never said anything about that, so you don't have those facts straight. But it's all.
At 5:30 p.m., an Oakland officer, while on patrol, observed an occupied vehicle in the 9500 block of Austin. He could detect an odor of burnt cannabis emanating from the vehicle with no front registration.
Go back and watch our press release video. That's the only information we're releasing at this time.
Okay, so you're not gonna tell us, and
okay.
Sir, can I?
Well, I'm going back to the fact that we're not, because of the pending investigations that going on. We don't have any further comment.
You have an investigation going on? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
Any of your questions can be answered in our press release. You have the press release video.
Yeah. What's your records request email address? I'll just send a records request in.
You can find it on the village website.
Okay, so I can send a records request in. I'd love to know why you took somebody out of the backseat of a car for a motor vehicle violation and claimed that you smelled burnt marijuana driving by in a car that has rolled up windows. I think everybody in America would love to know.
File your records request, and hopefully you get your questions answered.
I mean, I publish media. My questions are the people's questions. I just tell them the answers to them. And if the answer is the chief doesn't want to... If the answer is the chief doesn't want to admit
wrongdoing... You can find all the information that you're looking for on our village website. You have a good day.
I can find out on your village website why...
One, please.
Yes, ma'am. I need to get a incident number, call number from you, case number, identifier number for an incident.
Is it your report?
No, ma'am. I'm a journalist gathering data, content for a story. I can give you a date of the incident, and it is a high-profile incident anyway. I just need to know the identifiers of the incident so I can make my public records request. You ready for the date?
Okay, hold on a second.
Pursuant to fundamental philosophy of the American constitutional form of government, it is declared to be the public policy of the state of Illinois that all persons are entitled to full and complete information regarding to the affairs of the government and the official acts and policies of the employees, those who represent them as public officials and public employees. Consistent with the terms of this act, such access is necessary to enable the people to so fulfill...
Sir, I'm going to transfer you to someone that can probably help you better than I can, okay?
That's awesome, ma'am. I appreciate you so much. Yes, you can hear me, right?
Sure.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I can now.
I'm just reading.
Hold on.
I'm just reading. I wanted you to know that... Okay.
Police Administration, Beth speaking.
Hi, Beth. And your name was Beth what?
Pardon me?
You said your first name was Beth?
Yes, it is.
And then your last name, Beth?
Okay, who's calling, please?
My name is John. I'm an audit archive specialist. I do data aggregation, and I'm filing a public information request, and I've had some type of resistance that's inconsistent with 5 ILS, with the Freedom of Information Act through Illinois, and now I'm documenting who I'm speaking with beforehand, so that way they don't hang up on me if they violate my rights.
No, I'm not going to hang up on you, sir. I don't do that, okay?
Okay.
What can I help you with? What type of information? You can file Freedom of Information online.
I understand,
You can go right to our
ma'am.
website.
I'm a professional at this, okay? So you don't have to explain to me like layman's terms. I file Freedom of Information Act requests for a living. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I'm not asking for directions. I'm asking why your department is not in compliance with the Freedom of Information Act. I'm ADA, so you
What
can't...
are we not in?
Oh, I can tell you.
What are we not in compliance with, sir?
I'll bullet point it for you. 1, I was told that I cannot give my Freedom of Information Act request over the phone. Okay.
No, we do not accept that. I'm sorry.
That's a non-compliance because ADA does not. I could read it to you for verbatim if you've never heard the Freedom of Information Act in Illinois. I have no problem reading it to you, but the fact of the matter is, if you impede my ability to look at your records, you're violating the act. And impeding would be.
I'm not impeding anything, sir.
If I give you,
I'm not impeding anything.
You have to. Your department has to provide me as an ADA person the resources to file this. You have to write it down for me. You cannot require me to have internet. You cannot require me to have to come in. You cannot require me to do it in writing. You cannot require me. You cannot require me to do it any specific way. But no, you are not specifically requiring me. I'm talking about a department here. I've been on the phone. I got hung up by your chief. Okay, so I said, I do this for a living. Okay, insulting is when I ask a simple question to a chief that makes a press release concerning use of force. Okay, and I ask a very simple question on what was the probable cause for the stop, because the odor of cannabis is not allowed to be a probable cause for a stop according to a Whiteside County judge. Judge Daniel Dalton ruled that there are a number of wholly innocent reasons a person could smell like raw cannabis. Judge Dalton also ruled that the court finds the odor of raw cannabis alone is insufficient to establish probable cause. Now, I asked your chief, because he announces to the world that that's the reason they make the stop. And then they pull out a back passenger and say it's a motor vehicle stop that has to do with a registration plate. And then they proceed to chase the passenger down and beat him in a felonious style. Okay? Now, if that's justified, it can be justified. But what I'm looking at is to get the details of that stop, because what it looks like to us is that a passenger of a vehicle was pulled out of a vehicle in a way where he was not legally able to be detained. And he had all the right in the world to run. And he got stopped and beat. That's what it looks like. Now, if your chief wants to say it's because it smelled like pot when your people drove by and rolled up windows, and he wants the world to believe that, you guys stand by that with data. You don't get to hide the data and make a statement like that. Okay? So now I'm filing.
I've explained to you. I've explained to you how you can do it. You can email myself. You can email any of my.
I don't have.
You can go online.
I don't have online.
You can go online.
I don't have online.
You can fill out a FOIA request.
I can't write. I can't write. I don't have an address.
Sure, then you know what? Then you need to go to the PAC and you can ask for a review. Okay?
Well, I don't have to ask for a review. There's a law that protects me. You have to take my FOIA request on the phone. By law. And I'm recording this, by the way.
I've explained to you.
I'm recording this conversation, Beth. What is your last name, Beth?
Okay, sir, you don't need my last name.
In order to file a lawsuit against you, I need your last name, Beth.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to give you my last name, sir.
It is your public policy.
Okay.
It's public policy of state law for public employees to be transparent.
I'm not giving you my last name. You can go online. You can fill out a FOIA form that way. I can mail something to you. I'm giving you all the different ways. I'm just explaining, okay?
What you're explaining to me is how you're violating state and federal law and like I said, on the record.
I'm going to end this conversation, okay?
Beth, what's your last name, Beth? I'll FOIA your name, Beth. I'll find out who you are.
That's fine. Have a great day.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.